We're live.
And we're live. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Single and the Coach. I
Yeah.
am Coach Ty. I'm your coach.
And I am Simply Bree, and I'm your single.
And together we are the dynamic duo of Single and
Yeah.
the Coach. Here with another episode for you guys. Hope your week is going well, starting off well.
Ending well.
Ending well, just depending on when you're seeing this. Hope you're doing well. So for today, we are going to decode the phases of dating. So what
Mm.
does that mean? So in my work, I work as a coach and a matchmaker, and there are three phases that I often see people are in their dating life. So we're going to talk about those three phases. Give you some tips for wherever you are in those phases to um, feel good in it. Maybe move to the next stage if that's where you feel like going. So we'll be decoding that today. All right. So let's get into it. So the first phase that I see in dating is the person who just doesn't want to date at all. So if you are someone who is just like, it could be from maybe you're healing from a bad breakup. Maybe you are just getting out of something and maybe it's not bad or healing. You're just getting out of something and you're just like, I'm not interested in dating. Or you're at a phase in your life right now where you're just like, I don't want to date. I'm perfectly fine single. Dating looks and sounds stressful in
Mhm.
2026 and I don't want to do that. So you're in that phase of dating that I call the person that just that's on sabbatical, a dating sabbatical. You're taking a break from dating. And again, we call these phases because you go in, you go out of those. So the sabbatical, the dater who's on the sabbatical, if you fit any of those categories for whatever reason that you just aren't interested in dating right now. So to that person, I say, know thyself. The thing that is the worst is to date when you're not ready, you really don't want to, you're really not interested, but you feel like you have to have somebody keep you warm, feel like you got
Mhm.
to do it because everybody else is booed up, or you're just bored. Many of you who follow me know my something that I really preach: do not date when it because you're bored. If you're in that phase, I say you are the kind of person who, congratulations, know thyself. You're not wasting anybody's time out there knowing that you really don't want to date, but you're like still answering calls, still, chatting with people. And oftentimes I do see that with online dating, right? So you'll be online and you'll be talking, and the person is not really talking that much, not really giving you much. And then you're like, why are you on here? So that's the person that's actually on a sabbatical and is not doing what they should be doing, which is not be dating, not be online, or at least being transparent about the fact that they're not looking for to be on a date or to go on a date or anything that has to do with the word date. They probably are just looking for some friends to hang out with. So if you're that person, I would say probably not a good idea for you to be online because I know a lot of people meet friends online, which is totally fine, but like be
Mhm.
transparent about it if you are. But I would say for the most part, don't be online. Just go out with your friends, go meet new friends, go do some activities. Pickleball is really popular now. So if you like activities, if you like to be active, go to the run clubs, go to the pickleball clubs, and just meet people and just be friends, and
Right.
just have friends that you can go do things with. And then next two phases, if you decide that you want to transition into the next phase, which we'll talk, next two phases, which we'll talk about, then you can do so. So if you are on the sabbatical phase of dating, good for you. Understand that, know thyself, and be honest with not only yourself, but anyone that you come in contact with. So let me hear your thoughts, Bree.
Yes. So coming from the single, right? I have found myself taking numerous sabbaticals from dating simply because I just felt like I was not getting from the prospects what it was that I truly wanted in my partner. And so instead of, spending time pulling my hair out, trying to make things work, trying to, find the good in them. It was like, you know what? I like being single. There's nothing wrong with being single. I can get a lot of stuff done. I can volunteer. I can hang out with friends. I can definitely dive into a lot of the talents that I have while not getting to know someone. And I feel like when you are on a sabbatical, it takes a strong person to stick to that because a lot of the times, as they say, when you're not looking, that person might come your way. But if you know for yourself, let's say you're taking a sabbatical simply because you need to heal, there's some more self development work that has to be done to kind of push or not entertain said prospect that comes into the picture. It's going to be hard because they're going to look the way that you like. They're going to talk the way that you like. Everything that you probably want in a person, they're going to possess it. So let me ask you this. How do you stay true to that break when someone of interest comes along? And let's say you're not completely healed to the point that you would like to be, where you know you could entertain something in a healthy way.
Yeah, that's a great question. So that brings me into the toe dipper. The toe dipper is the next phase. That's what I call them. The toe dipper. So that is someone that is probably coming off of a sabbatical, maybe coming off of a relationship that it could either be a really hard relationship that you're healing from and you feel like, oh, you've healed, you kind of want to go back into the field, or maybe it wasn't a terrible breakup. You just needed a moment and you got it, and now you're ready to go back. So those people who are dipping their toes back in, so maybe you've taken a sabbatical and you have a lot of friends, and maybe someone's like, to your question, Bree, someone's looking really interesting. But to go on your question, if you're not fully healed like you want to be, but you find somebody interesting, I would say to that person, just stay in the sabbatical until you are feeling like you can really show up for whatever a relationship will require of you. So continue to be friends with that person. Now, if you're like, you know what, I really like this person, I really don't want to just keep being friends, I want them to know my intentions, well, then start slow. Ask that person on a date. That's the first, like, that's the dip your toe, right? That's the dipping. You got it. Something's got to happen, right? Because if that's
Yes,
something that you truly want, now, if you don't feel like you're fully healed and you're not ready, then just don't do it. That's just it. Just don't do it. Because what is meant to be will be. If it's meant
exactly.
for you, it will be for you. And if you're not 100%, if you don't feel like you're 100%, even 90%, if you feel like you're about 30%, maybe it's not, but if you're like 90%, go on a date.
Right.
Just ask so it depends on you have to,
Mhm.
that I keep saying, you have to know thyself. Therapy
Yeah.
is always, always my first thing. Go to a
Mhm.
therapist, see if there's anything that needs to be removed any further so that you can be in a healthy relationship. There's nothing wrong with healing and
Mhm.
dating.
Mhm.
Like you can be in therapy not fully healed or not fully a perfect person, of which we are never, but still be dating and dating in a healthy way while you're healing, while you're still going through in therapy, learning, etc.
Mhm.
So it all depends on that. So if you're saying like, I'm not ready, but I like you,
Mhm.
that's a bit selfish because you might bleed on that person.
Right.
So if your big thing is if your first thing out of your mouth is I'm not ready, then you're not ready. That's the answer
That's
right
it.
there. That's the answer. But if you're like, oh, you know what? I've been out of the game for a while, toe dippers. Now I see somebody that I like. Dip your toe. Ask them out on a date and make it very intentional. Hey, I know we've been hanging out, as friends. I really like you, and I'd like to see if maybe I could take you out on a date.
Mm.
That's your first toe dipping. Or get back online dating, go start going out with your girlfriends and start, going out, meeting people in different lounges or cocktail bars or wherever you go to meet people. Just start getting yourself back out there. Easy, slowly, easy does it, slow and steady. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't shock the nervous system like you haven't been out there for a while and all of a sudden, right? So toe dippers, I definitely say you're the ones that actually should be thinking about like should be prioritizing it in the sense of like this is something I want to do, so I'm gonna make carve out time for it, like real time. And for
Mm-hmm.
some people it might be hard to transition from being in sabbatical to a toe dipper because you can make an excuse. So phases are hard to transition into. So just make sure that if you're ready to go back out there and you want to transition being on a sabbatical to dipping your toe, that there is time carved out. What does that time mean? That's time to go out, to go to the bars. That's time to get online, go create your profile, respond to the messages, accept the dates, all that good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So that is the toe
Toe
dipper.
dipper. I'm feeling the toe dipping. I like that because it's like, let me see what the water feel like. Do I
Right.
want to get out there? Let me see who's out there. Mm-mm. Let me go on back to the sabbatical. That's like,
Right. And you
let me go on back to
exactly.
the house. I like that.
Shut the blinds. All right. Exactly. And then the last phase is the person that has been dating and has started talking to someone. You've met someone, you've gone to the 3, 4 dates, and you're liking that person. It's rocking and grooving. So I'm talking about specifically about 3 dates. You're on 3 dates, consistent 3 dates. You're liking this person, you're dating, you're in the dating phase, you are dating someone that you like. And that phase is a very sweet phase that leads to the amazing 3 months that we always we always talk about and we all know when we just started dating someone. That's great. So the phases, for that phase, I would say enjoy it, keep doing what you're doing. Obviously, you and the person are vibing if you're on the 3rd date. Now, depending on how many months the 3rd date it lands on, if it's 3 dates, 3 months,
Mhm.
my rule after 3 months, you want to kind of check in and say, hey, where's this moving forward to? You want to check in with that person. But if it's only been 3 dates and maybe like 2.5 weeks or something, or 3 weeks, you're still in a new phase of just dating, just really getting to know the person, just getting to know their like actual like, oh, tell me about your parent, you're the really starting to, this is the phase where you want to really start asking those questions to see, oh, do we align in these
Mhm.
future ways? You want to start having those conversations. So you identify who potential bae might be, and you've gone on a couple of dates with that person. You are officially dating in that last phase.
What did you call that phase? Because I put amazing honeymooners.
I like that. I like that amazing. I just call it dating. Final step, dating.
Final
But I
step.
love amazing. Yes, final step. Your final step, dating.
So
Um,
that's always, for me, that's always the goal to
the
get to
goal.
that point. I have found myself to be comfortable in all three stages. The dating sabbatical, I felt to me has been the healthiest lately because I always feel like there's so much about yourself that you can learn and so much that you can apply and grow so that when you do get to the amazing honeymooners, your partner is able to receive that growth, that healthy energy that you're able to pour into this dating phase, and hopefully it's reciprocal. Hopefully they too have been able to pour into this phase what they've learned. So the toe dipper phase, I found myself in that as well. And I think the way that it works for me is I will be within the amazing honeymooners. And then if it doesn't work out for whatever reason, I go to the dating sabbatical phase and I give myself time before I go back into the toe dippers. And I feel like it works. It definitely does create that balance. But what about yourself? Like, what phase do you find yourself the most healthiest in?
Most healthiest.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, it all depends on where I am in life. Like
Mhm.
if I am, as long as I'm honest with myself and I'm feeling good about myself, I could feel healthy in any phase, you
Mhm.
know? Any phase can be healthy. The sabbatical is really good to get to know yourself and a
Mhm.
good time to spend with yourself, kind of straighten your priorities, really figure out what you want and have a good sense of that. Take time to think about that. The toe dipping, it's really fun because you're like,
Mhm.
hey, you're meeting new people, you're going out. I love that phase. And then everybody likes to be booed up or at least potentially booed up, you know,
Right.
at some point, or like, you know, the final stage, the dating phase, especially if you found one person that you
Mhm.
like to consistently keep going on dates with, that's fun because now you just like, okay, I found one person I want to concentrate on,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Or like get to know like better. Yeah, I think it's all about how healthy I am,
Mhm.
and I could be healthy in any phase as long as I, you know, make sure that my mental's right,
Mhm.
that I'm honest with myself, that I'm happy in whatever
Right.
phase I'm in, because not every phase is fun. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
too long in one phase can be hard. Too long
Yeah.
without someone,
Yeah.
it's hard. We're
Mhm.
human. We're meant
Mhm.
for that, right? We were created for that. And too much toe dipping is like, oh, there's nobody out there. Every time I dip my toe, I'm out. You know, it's like what's that game? Like
You're playing double
this
dutch.
one, yeah, exactly. That too. You know,
Yeah.
nobody wants to do that forever. So there's some pros and cons to each phase.
Yeah.
I think for me, I would say it's just like the amount of time can be hard for some people because
Yeah.
you don't want to be dipping your toe for 20 years. You also don't want to be in sabbatical for 20 years.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
You also don't want to feel like you're in the honeymoon stage and the other person is a toe dipper,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
you know, because that's
yeah.
not healthy. That's not fair. That's not even. That's not balanced.
Or
Whatever it
you
is.
never get out of the honeymoon phase or the dating
Right.
phase. Yeah, because you are dating. Yeah. So you just want to do a little check and
Yeah.
see where you are and honor that. And there is no right place to be in whatever phase. It doesn't matter how
Mhm.
old you are. Just because you're 50 doesn't mean you should be in this. Like it is where you are, and give yourself some grace and give yourself some love for where you are. Um, and like I said, give yourself some grace and say, okay, this is where I am. I'm going to get the best out of this and learn from this season that I'm in. And then I also want to have a goal for where I want to be
Yeah.
next season in my life. Like I kind of like I'm learning how to be in this phase, and then once I learn, the next goal is to be X. You know, so
Right.
be kind to yourself. Be kind to
Yeah.
yourself. There's no right or
Definitely.
wrong phase.
No. And if it doesn't work, get up, dust yourself off, don't stay in it, and keep it moving. Try
Yeah,
again.
try again. Exactly.
So,
So,
speaking of
uh,
trying again, what do you have on your plate, ma'am? Because I
yeah,
understand that there's something special coming up.
yes, yes, yes. So, as you all can see, it's a little noisy out here in the background. I'm actually at a venue. So a lot of you who follow me probably know I'm having a dinner, a dining experience for a group of, so the menu with the chef that I'm working with will be a curated menu. It's a West African chef. So the food is going to be West African fusion, very delicious. And then the people who are going to be at this dinner are also handpicked. So it's super exclusive. So you'll need to apply. And once you apply and you're accepted, you'll be part of this dinner. And the goal really is to get people together intentionally to gather and have really good conversations. So it's on a Saturday, June 6th, that's the date. If you've ever been at home on a couch on a Saturday night ordering Uber Eats, that's cool. But that Saturday, that particular Saturday, I'm gonna ask you to come hang out with us. Come eat with us. Come get a chef curated prepared meal for you. Come sit and meet some strangers, and by the end of it, they become friends or business partners or more. I don't know. Anything can happen at that table. but just come out and enjoy time and enjoy other people's company, be in community. This is a pop-up series. This is the first of a pop-up series that Chef Grace and I um, are coming together to do because we really want to go around New York City and eventually bring it to other states, having great conversation, meeting great people over good food. So that is the goal. And I'm so excited for this first one and then the subsequent 20 willing ones that we will be doing in the future. But this first one, like I said, 20 people. It's going to be a very tight knit, curated space. So, very exclusive. We're excited to bring this to people, excited to grow a community of people who just come together every so often and meet and be in a beautiful, sexy venue. If I do say so myself, as you can see, the lights are like dim. It's gonna be a vibe, and the conversations are gonna be so good. If you like the conversations we have here, we're gonna have the same type of conversation, super organic and more. So I'm excited to share this with you all. And yeah, that's what I got going on, man. Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait for you guys to branch it out.
Thank
I, of course, will be in the building once you hit Atlanta, and I'll probably be the first person to sign up. But I'm definitely looking forward to this event. I know we've been talking about it for quite some time, and to see it all happening, the excitement is real. So, you guys make sure that you head over to the link in Ty's bio where you can go ahead and fill out the questionnaire so you can be in the building, be one of the lucky members to sit there and establish, who knows, lifelong relationships with one another. So, that's all that I have. Any last
you.
words for the people?
No, follow me at Ty the Matchmaker on all social media. And before we head out, I'm gonna leave you with a live that me and Chef Grace did recently talking about the event. So you guys we answer a lot of questions. What to wear, what is it, all that good stuff. All those questions were answered on the live. So after this, you'll stick around to meet Chef Grace and to see us and see us answer any questions that you may have and learn more about the event. So that's it for me. But thank y'all for joining us
Yes.
once again. I am Ty the Matchmaker on all social media.
Oh, we are live. I'll let you introduce me later.
All right. Hey, y'all. It's Ty the Matchmaker here with...
Hello. Chef Grace with Dynamic Grace.
So to this, we're trying to get in the frame because we're here together at the location where we will be having our seated event, hosting our seated event, happening June 6th at 7 p.m. A lot of you have been seeing me post a lot about it, and I am so excited for you all to join us. So we're just going to wait for a few people to come in, and we'll tell you all a little bit about the event, what to expect, who should come, because, it is a curated. I was going to say catered, and then it is a curated experience. Yes. The menu is curated, and the people are curated. So you do have to apply and be approved to be at the table. So I feel like this work? No, that doesn't help.
I know.
This is a test. Testing 1, 2, 3.
I know. Playing around with it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all on me. Okay, guys, I'm so excited. Once again, Chef Grace working with Ty the Matchmaker. The chef and the matchmaker have come together to create something so beautiful for you guys. It's for New York City. We know in New York City it's hard to make deep connections. Everyone's looking at their phone on the train. No one's making eye contact. Everyone's single and ordering food, ordering Uber Eats at home. Guys, don't eat alone anymore. We got you, right? So come to Seated. It's a very intentional space where we believe you'll feel at home. You'll feel nourished. We're going to have good conversation, good vibes, easy laughter. Leave your portfolio at home. Save it for another networking experience. This is not a networking experience. This is really a time to make, new solid friendships in the city that never sleeps. We're going to have a good summer. So we're building up to that. We're building up to a great summer. And it's time to make the connections that last, right? So I'm excited to feed you. The food's going to be good. The drinks are going to be good. But we are very excited tonight because we are in one of the most beautiful spaces I've been in Manhattan. So it's going to be a vibe. You're going to feel good here. What do you think about the space, Ty?
The space is gorgeous. It is sexy. It's a vibe.
It's
As
very
you can
sexy.
see, the dim
Yeah.
red lights.
Mhm.
It's really sexy.
Feeling good.
Feeling good. Feeling good. So I am excited. I'm so excited for this event. Again, we are hosting a seated event for New Yorkers to come and sit with us and get to know each other. I think Chef Grace put it well that we want to create a space where people can just come and meet new people, not have to perform in any way. And also, I love the Uber Eats. Yes, no more Uber Eats. Treat yourself to something not only delicious, but curated for you. You're getting served. You're going to have a seat at the table. It's called Seated because everyone here has a seat at our table. So it's like Grace said, it's a curated experience, a curated invite list. So you absolutely have to make sure that you fill out the application, wait for your approval, and then secure your seat with the payment, and you will be in the room. And also, it's also going to be a small group of people, about 20 people. So we're excited about that. What else do we want to tell the people? So, I will say that. So, matchmaker here. So it's not a matchmaking event. It's not a matchmaking event. It's not a speed dating event. And it's not a networking event. What it is a intentional gathering where we come together to dwell, get to know each other, meet new people. Now, as a matchmaker, though, I would love all my singles who follow me.
Singles, show out. And show up.
Show out, because wouldn't it be great if you came to this event chill, happy, ready to meet and mingle and meet somebody? The possibilities are endless.
Yes.
Or meet someone for romantic, meet a new friend. Grace and I are fast new friends, met through wonderful food. So, singles, come. There's something for you there. It's going to be an intentional evening, but also an organic evening, because we're just gonna come and we're just gonna lay down our weekend or what happened during the week. It's on Saturday, and just get to know each other and meet someone new. So I hope you all
Come on down.
Show up.
Yes.
All right, let me pass it to you, because somebody's blowing up my phone during the live, and I don't understand it.
Careful. Relax, Ty. It's all the matches coming in. It's all good. So yes, we are excited. We are preparing a table for you. In the presence of your friends, though. No enemies at the table. God will prepare a table for you in the presence of your enemies. But at this table, good vibes only. Good vibes only. That's why it's curated. That's why it's 20 people. We're going to add a blessing to that table.
Yes.
You're going to add a blessing to your relationships. Definitely a blessing to the food. And you're going to be in good company. We have an amazing playlist, an amazing vibe. The lights are nice and dim and you know, enough for connection. You can see who you're dining with, but we're gonna keep it intimate. I'm preparing a 5-course tasting for us. It's gonna be delicious Nigerian fusion concept. So these are, you know, dishes that I've actually, some of them I've cooked before, some of them will be inspired. I love seasonality, locality, but also traditional flavors. So I'm Nigerian American and I'm very excited to share my work with you. Ty, what should people wear?
Ooh, that's a
They
good
want to show up cute. It's June
question.
6th. It's like not quite summer, but it's hot, it's warm outside. You gotta come cute. What should people wear?
I say wear whatever makes you feel confident and impressive, whatever that looks like to
I
you,
like it.
right? Whatever. I'm sorry, y'all.
Ty, don't do that.
I know. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
Work could be Ty.
I know. I'm always working. All right. Confident and impressive, right? You want. It's Saturday night. It's Saturday night. You're gonna come here and have a 5-course dinner with a chef that is cooking for you. So come feeling a little fancy. Why not? But comfortable and yet confident. So that's what I would say.
that.
Whatever that looks like for you.
I like that. So what's your power color, Ty? What are you gonna wear?
My favorite color is purple.
Ooh.
So I'll probably wear something purple. I love gold, so maybe a little orangey. So I don't know. And then when all else fails, a little black dress and a nice pumps and a pop of color always helps. So I don't know, TBD. You gotta come to see
come to find out
which outfit I go.
Come to find out. Sounds good. So guys, definitely be in touch. I highly suggest you get your tickets. Right now, this is one night only. We are going to do it again. We promise. But we want you to show up and show out. Everyone's looking to meet someone that can change their lives. That might be a life partner. That can be a new good friend. That can be a business partner. That can be an employee, employer. You just never know. So come with your heart open. Come ready to eat some good food. And come, you know, just ready to relax. This is not a high-strung event. This is not where you got to perform for anyone. Everyone's going to be themselves. Everyone's going to have a good time. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to reach out to us. And get your tickets. Only 20 seats. And we want the right people at the table. June 6th, 7 p.m., New York City. Beautiful space. I can't wait to see you.
And on that note, friends, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. And we're happy to answer it. But I think Chef Grace said it all. We definitely want you all there. We are going to do this again. But why wait? Why wait?
There you go.
And also, come to the first one. And the next one will be easier to come to. So you'll have, seated entry.
Exactly.
VIP entries, but you got to come first to the first one. So we are really looking forward to meeting you all and just getting to know everyone. So yeah. Any questions? Y'all know where to find me at Ty the Matchmaker on all social media platforms. Send me a DM on TikTok. Follow me. We will have more information on what the evening will look like as we get closer. But yeah, those are all the major details. 7 p.m. June 6th, Saturday, here in New York City. Intentional gathering over amazing food with New Yorkers who are looking to have something more than a shallow encounter, more of a organic, intentional conversation. So we hope to see you all there. And on that note, I'm gonna hop off. Oh, don't forget, you guys, I have a podcast with Simply Bree every 2 weeks. So he said what network, single and the coach. So you can hear more, get more tips on dating and matchmaking. You can find me there. So always here for you all in the matchmaking world, and excited to meet you.
All right, guys, have a good night. Get your tickets. Once again, this is Chef Grace with Dining with Grace, based in New York, specializing in Pan-African cuisine and catering for special events. You can find me at Dining with Grace on all platforms, diningwithgrace.com, Dining with Grace on Instagram and TikTok. But I really look forward to seeing you in person. We're going to have the best conversations talking about all things life, love, growth, healing. Nothing too heavy, but all things that matter. All right, have a good night, guys. See you soon. Bye.
Bye.